Hi everyone, we are moving into the black and white unit for photography. In this unit, it's really important to think about light and contrast, the difference between light and dark. So focus on the attribute of light and think about clear subject, composition, timing. All of those attributes are really important in this unit. Just kind of a couple reminders on the attribute of light. Think about the direction of the light as well as the quality of the light and how it interacts with your subject. You can change the feeling of a photograph by using different types of light, and try to play around with light and see what you can come up with. And so that's a big focus for your black and white unit. The next three photographs are black and white. I'd like you kind of to think about what you notice, think about how these photographs use contrast. Notice the strong areas of white and the strong areas of black, and kind of all the in-between dark grays and light grays. A good black and white photograph is going to have that strong contrast. If it doesn't, it's going to look like a cloudy day, and that is not going to make a good black and white. So really think about the attribute of light in this unit. You're going to be asked to take your pictures in color. Do not edit them on your phones or your cameras. We'll bring them in to Photoshop and we will edit them in Photoshop. So I'll show you a bunch of different tips on that. So what really does make a successful black and white photograph? There are 5 basic questions to ask yourself. Because most of the time when we take pictures, we like the subject matter. It means something to us, and so we're going to like the photographs. But in this unit, you have to take a step back and really think about, are there solid areas of blacks and whites? It might be a really nice photograph, but it just might not be the best black and white photograph. And so you have to be the judge of what photographs you're going to turn in for your black and white unit. Do you have a good composition? Do you use the rule of thirds? Do you try some of those different compositions by changing your camera angles, putting something in the foreground, using lines to move the viewer's eye around the piece? Think about those composition tips. A good photograph engages you and tells a story. It draws a viewer in to a moment, and try and do that. Strive to do that with your work. Have engaging photographs. Does it have a wow factor? These are the questions you should ask yourself as you're editing your pictures. And if you can't say yes to them, then maybe it's not the best picture to edit and turn in for your final. So to help you kind of learn how to use these 5 questions, we're going to look at a couple photographs. We have 4 photographs here, A, B, C, and D. And what I'd like you to do is kind of think about the questions. Are there strong areas of black and strong areas of white? Does it use the rule of thirds? Does it have a good composition? Does it tell a story? Does it engage you and make you kind of look a second time? And does it have the wow factor? Even though she's a super cute girl, dressed up probably at some sort of event, there are strong areas of black and strong areas of white, so that's a plus for this photograph. However, the composition, she's right smack in the middle, which really isn't the strongest for composition. Does it tell a story? Possibly. You kind of wonder where she is and what's she doing. But engaged-wise, it doesn't have the wow factor for me. It's cute, it's a nice photograph, but maybe not the best. If you look at this photograph, does it have strong areas of black and strong areas of white? It's kind of. I think it's a lot of grays. It could be even a little bit stronger with the contrast. The composition does use the rule of thirds, so that's a plus. Does it tell a story? Kind of wonder where they are. What are these people doing here? Does it engage you? Maybe, maybe not. And does it have the wow factor? I don't know. This one, if you think about those questions, really a cloudy day. Not a lot of areas of black and not a lot of areas of white. So right there, I would say probably not a good black and white photograph. This one is a little bit better with the contrast, blacks and whites. Poor composition though, right smack in the middle. So all of these are okay in some ways, but in some ways they're just not. And then look at the pictures that are the good examples. Strong areas of black, strong areas of white. Interesting composition. Right? Using the rule of thirds. Does it tell a story? Does it engage you? Where are they going? Where are they coming from? That's what we're striving for in the black and white unit.